Now, if you get a call from an unknown number that asks, "Can you hear me?" then you need to hang up. It's actually a telephone scam that takes your answer, usually the word yes, and then edits it to make it sound like you've authorised a major purchase. At the moment, it's just in the US, but companies are warning it could arrive here soon. Kris Hicks is from the company CPR Call Blocker. Hello, Kris.
Hello there. Thanks for having me.
They think of everything, don't they? So what does this scam do then? How do they use that word yes?
Yes, so basically a call comes in and it asks the question, "Can you hear me?" And of course, if you answer yes, then that can potentially be used for fraudulent purchases and the proof of purchase. Also, as a part of a kind of a wider scam campaign, this can be used as a kind of a voice print ID collection. So in terms of actually kind of stealing identity, they're now using your own voice against you.
Are there cases in America where people have actually had money taken from them, or is it all a bit of an urban myth at the moment, this?
No, I would say what's really happening in that regard is we've actually had customers ourselves come to us and say they've been receiving these calls. The way that this story has been reported has been a little bit confused. A lot of the time, these actual calls are part of, like I said, a wider identity theft campaign in regards to actually using the voice to undermine individuals and take what they have.
So what do we do then, Kris? How is it possible to avoid all this? Should we just stop taking calls from people we don't know?
It really depends on what anyone is really comfortable with. Of course, our voice is becoming very valuable because of this and what it opens up to. What we do recommend is certainly if you receive these kind of calls to report them to certainly the ICO and certainly to sign up for the telephone preference service, which should actually reduce these types of calls by about 30%, but also to take a look as well as call blocking technology so you can actually remove those calls.
There is a wider issue here as well, because even when dealing with very legitimate companies, we're always told that the calls will be taped for training purposes or to tell us off if we go over the top. And so our voices are being recorded all over the place, aren't they? And who knows who might get their hands on those?
Yes, and it's very concerning because, of course, of the rise of this voice print ID technology. Of course, recently HSBC have started using the phrase "my voice is my password." So as we keep going forward into more companies taking up this kind of technology, I think we have to be a lot more guarded about it as well.
Yeah. Kris, thank you. Kris Hicks there from CPR Call Blocker. Just something to listen out for.